Action figures look better when their articulation points are placed in less conspicuous ways. See Quick Kick's foot here, hidden by his pant leg. Or notice how with Scarlet and Cobra Commander, their gloves hide their wrist rotation. This Falcon figure places the rotation right in the center, creating an ugly dividing line through what should have been a continuous surface. It would have made much more sense to place the rotation right where the rolled up sleeve meets the wrist. The figure I started making Kollector out of, Judge Dredd, cleverly places the rotation right at the end of his boot where it meets his pants. Of course, Kollector doesn't have such boots, which means he now has an ugly line dividing each shin in half. And of course the simple fix is to just melt both parts together. I want to start thinking about how I'm going to make his hood. Now, one thing getting in the way of that are his rigid ears. So I'm replacing them with some soft plastic ones that will allow his hood to fit tighter. That's better, I think. Now the other ear. Take it off with a Dremel and replace it with some thermoplastic polyurethane, or TPU. Now I'm going to try out this hood that I got from a Lord of the Rings ring wraith. It's currently not exactly what I need, but hopefully I'll be able to melt it and resculpt it. I'm clipping off the front part that covers his face up a little bit too much. Now let's see what I can do with the soldering iron. This material is very flexible. I wonder what it is exactly. Cut these extra long pieces off and see if I can make it conform to his head a little better. It's a little harder to work with than I was anticipating. You know, another thing I wanted to try was Triple H's knee pads. Maybe I can reshape these into a hood. Yeah, I'm not so sure. I'll get back to this. I've removed his back arms and I'm going to reattach them. I added a bit more weight to them, so I think I need to redo the shoulder articulation part so that it'll be better able to hold them up. Oh, and of course I need to make these hands bigger, and that's gonna add some weight. Adding some plastic here. Somebody once told me that if you're frustrated working on one part of a thing, stop that and work on another. I don't know if that really works, but I'm going to do that anyway. I'm going to bulk up his calves a little bit. This part would be a lot easier if my 3D pen wasn't currently jammed up. But you know, a soldering iron works well enough. That's a little better, right? Hey, speaking of something else, what about his pants? Or shorts, I guess. I could work on his shorts a little. When I removed Judge Dredd's giant green knee pads, it allowed for some strange, unnatural movement in the legs. So I need to make those knees a little bigger to fix that. See, they still bend a little weird, but they're getting better. And back to the shorts. I'm carving a line to separate the different sections. Now I'm adding some plastic to build the seam that's between the tan part and the navy blue part. Just gonna roughly paint this, see what it looks like. You know what, I built up his knees more off camera, painting him now. Well, I think I've taken enough time. We'll see you next time. And who knows what I'll do next. Probably a bunch of things, I guess.